Hi, thank you for joining this practice. You don't need anything. If you have a yoga mat available, that's nice. But I believe that's not even needed. Just find yourself a comfortable place, outdoors, indoors, whatever suits you today, and let's get started. Let's start with Tadasana, mountain pose. Come and stand at the top of your mat. You can bring your big toes together and heels slightly apart, or feet hips distance apart. You can turn one of your heels in to touch the other foot to measure the distance, and then close your eyes when you're ready. Bring your awareness first to your feet, noticing the ball of your big toe, the big toe knuckle rooting to the mat, to the ground. Then the root of your index, the root of your pinky toe. Then noticing the outer sole of your foot contacting the earth, and then coming to your heel, the middle of your heel, paying attention that all these parts of your feet are in contact with the earth. And from there, lift your awareness to your thighs, engaging them mildly, lifting your kneecaps up, then drawing the belly in, allowing your shoulders to broaden, imagining your collarbones widening. Then lengthen through the crown of your head, feeling your feet rooting to the ground, and lifting from there all the way through the crown of your head. Allow your face to be relaxed, and begin to bring your awareness to your breath. Inhaling through your nose, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling through your nose, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling through your nose, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And continue like this. Equalizing your inhalations and exhalations. Continue breathing like this throughout the practice. Ujjayi breathing. One more breath. Inhale. And with your exhalation, open your eyes. And next inhalation, send your arms up towards the sky. Interlace the fingers. Leave the index finger pointing up. Inhale to lift up, bringing your upper arms to your ears. And exhale to bend to your left, bringing perhaps your gaze slightly up. Keeping your neck long, just lifting the gaze. One more breath here. The next inhalation, come to the center, lift up. And exhale to bend to your right. Lifting your gaze slightly up to your left. Keeping the long neck. Pressing feet firmly to the mat. One more breath here, extend. The next inhalation, coming to the center. And exhale, bringing your hands to your heart. Sun salutation A. Inhale to reach your arms up. Exhale, palms together, bend down. You can keep your knees mildly bent. Inhale to your flat back, hands to your shins, gaze forward. Exhale, hands to the mat, step to your high plank. And hold this for 2 breaths. 1, 2. And then lower down, knees and chest, sliding through. Lengthen your toes, your feet. And next inhalation, lift your heart up. Baby cobra. Elbows towards each other. Long neck, one more breath here, hold. And next exhalation, come to your tabletop position and upwards facing dog, lifting your hips up, gripping the floor with your fingertips, armpits turning towards each other, sitting bones rising up, heels pressing down towards the mat, towards the ground, finding length in your back, at the sides of your waist, backs of your legs. One more breath here. The next exhalation, bending the knees, gaze in front of you and step or hop to the top of the mat between your hands. Inhale to your flat back, chest forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to rise all the way up, arms reaching. And exhale, hands to your heart. Let's do that again. Inhale to reach your arms up. Exhale to bend forward, palms together. Hands to your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step to your high plank. You can do it like we did before, to come down with knees and chest, or slide slightly forward. Begin to bend the elbows, keeping the elbows towards each other, gazing forward, chaturanga. And inhale, lift your heart up, straightening your arms, upwards facing dog, gaze up, long neck. Next exhalation, lift your hips up, downwards facing dog. Very nice. One more deep breath here. The next exhalation, bend your knees, gaze in front of you, and step or hop to the top of the mat, feet hips distance apart or together. Inhale, lift your heart forward. Exhale, bend down. Inhale, rise all the way up, keeping the contact with the earth with your feet. Exhale, hands to your heart. Now feet together or hips distance apart. Begin to bring your hips down, letting the knees go forward as little as you can. Chair pose, keeping your hands at your heart. Gaze forward. Next inhalation, lift your arms, keeping your neck long, chest rising, belly in. Next, one more breath here. Then straighten your legs. Exhale to bend down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step to your high plank and lower down your way. Inhale, upwards facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downwards facing dog. Find your steady downwards facing dog here. Squeezing your fingertips to the mat. Walk your feet together. And next inhalation, lift your right foot up. Pointing the toes, spread the toes. Pressing both hands equally to the mat. One-legged dog. And next exhalation, bend the knee, bring it to your chest. Inhale to send that foot up. Exhale, knee outside of your elbow, right elbow. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, knee outside of the opposite elbow. Inhale up. And exhale, back to the center, down to your chest. And step that foot between your hands. Flip the back heel down. Next inhalation, rise up to your warrior two. Bringing your arms parallel with the floor. Back toes pointing to the side, bending to your front knee. Front knee opening out. Pulling the feet towards each other. Active warrior two pose. Next inhalation, front leg straightens. And exhale to reach forward and down with your front hand to grab the shin. Or even reaching down on the mat on the inside of your sole. Back arm reaching up. Bring your gaze up, even to your fingers if that's available to you. active arms, like one stick from your lower arm fingertips all the way to the top hand, upper hand. One more breath here. Then next inhalation, come all the way up. Bring your hands together for a moment, lift the back heel up, bend to the front knee, left hand down on the mat next to the right foot, and find your way to your side plank, moving that right foot to the side, toes pointing to the side, and supporting on the outer sole of your left foot. You can stay like this, reaching your right arm up, or stack your feet. Pressing actively on your supporting hand, lifting your hips up higher and higher, maybe even bringing your gaze up to the upper hand thumb. One more breath here. Then slowly bring your hands together, coming to your hands down, coming to your high plank, and lower down. Maybe knees down, chest down, and slide through to your baby cobra. Inhaling to lift your heart up, pressing the tops of your feet actively to the mat. One more breath here. And exhale to your downward facing dog. Very nice. Take 2 deep breaths here, filling your lungs fully. And exhaling completely empty through your nose. One more breath. Make sure that you have a good grip with your hands. Walk your feet together. Next inhalation, left foot rising up, spread the toes, straighten the legs, square the hips, press equally on both of your hands. One more breath. The next exhalation, knee to your chest, knee to nose. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, knee to the outside of the left elbow. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, knee to the outside of the right elbow. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, knee to the chest. Step the foot between your hands. Back heel down. Rise up to your warrior 2. Very nice. Making sure that your hands are parallel with the floor. Bending to your front knee. Gazing over the front hand fingertips. One more breath here. Long neck. Draw the belly in. Next inhalation, straighten that front leg. Next exhalation, reach forward and down with your front hand to grab the shin, or even reaching down on the mat. Perhaps bringing your gaze up, keeping your neck long. No pain in your neck. If you can't find your top hand, thumb with your gaze, just look somewhere where it's available to you. Deep breaths, one more breath here. Next inhalation, rise all the way up. Hands to your heart, lift the back heel up. Bend to your front knee, right hand down. Next to the left, below your shoulder. Then find your way to your side plank, leaning on the outer side of your back foot, finding the supported version, or stacking your feet. And when you're ready, send the top arm up, top hand up, begin to lift your gaze, perhaps finding that top hand thumb, pressing actively your hand, supporting hand on the mat, lifting your hips up. 2 more breaths, you got this. 1 more breath. Then with your next exhalation, bring your both hands down on the mat, find your high plank, and lower down your knees down for a moment. Sit on your heels, take a moment in your child's pose. Very nice. Good job, everybody. Just a mini break here. Then lift your gaze again. Bring your elbows and forearms down on the mat. Index fingers pointing forward. Grab your elbows for a moment to measure the distance. To make sure that your elbows are below your shoulders. Press the index finger knuckle firmly to the mat. Then straighten your legs to find your forearm plank. Draw your belly in. Bring your gaze between your thumbs. Inner thighs active. Just one more breath here. You got this. Straighten your lower back. Then slowly walk your feet forward, tiptoeing and lifting your hips up, finding your dolphin pose. Still keeping your gaze slightly forward, pressing actively your elbows to the mat as you're drawing your belly in, keeping your inner thighs active. Very nice. You got this. One more breath. And then slowly tiptoe those feet back, coming to your forearm plank again. And lower the knees down. Very nice. Challenging sequence. Come and stand on your knees. I recommend keeping your heels lifted, knees hips distance apart. Camel pose. Bring your hands to your lower back. Fingertips pointing down. Bring your elbows as close to each other as you can. Shoulders back and down. Drawing the belly in. Begin to lift your gaze. Breathing your heart up. And then slowly begin to lean back. And perhaps you can even reach down on your heels. Thumbs on the outsides of your heels. Here, keeping your neck long. Breathing to the back of your heart. One more breath here. Then slowly reverse. Bringing your hands in your lower back again. And then sit down on your heels just for a moment. Give yourself a little break. Maybe shaking your shoulder just a bit. Maybe giving some nice swirls to your neck. Slow and kind movements. Very nice. Let's do that again. So come and stand on your knees again. You can keep your heels lifted, toes tucked under or straightened. Press your knees firmly to the mat. Draw the belly in. Hands to your lower back. Elbows together. Shoulders open. Draw the belly in. Lift your heart up and breathe. Begin to gaze up. Leaning back. Grabbing your heels. And let's stay here for 3 breaths. 3, 2, breathing deeply, filling your lungs. 1, and then slowly with your inhalation, lift up, reverse. Come back to sit on your heels. Open your knees wide as the mat. Inhale here. Straighten your back, then walk your arms forward, reaching your arms forward on the mat, lower your forehead down, and take a final rest in wide-legged version of child's pose. Releasing your breath, returning to your natural breathing. If you like, you can grab the opposite elbows with your hands. One more breath here. Then slowly release and begin to lift your gaze, coming all the way up again, knees together, sitting on your heels, hands to your heart, close your eyes for a moment. Soften your face. Notice how your body feels now, how you feel now after this short back practice. Thank yourself for taking this time, for caring for yourself. Namaste.